Hey everybody, here we are again, just doing a little video about the ES. As you know, I like to follow the ES continuous contract because I like to use moving averages as my guide. And this is a daily chart right now I'm showing you. Again, we are back at this. This is the third time we're tagging these lines here. Right now the question is, are we ready to go make new highs? Everything that's going on in the world, I, hey, looks very bullish, right? Looks very bullish. But at the same time, like Johnny says, day trading radio, at least, well, he said, hey, it could always be that other shoe that might drop. Some news will come out and that'll take us back down again. And I heard somebody else say that, um, the news just isn't good enough to go make new highs, but it's not bad enough for us to have a recession either. So obviously the reason we've been going sideways for a while. But we are again at this level, almost to the all-time highs, but still need to break these moving averages here. We are overbought on the daily. We're way overbought right now. Let's see. Let's look at the hourly. Hourly is already starting to roll over from the way overbought. We had a nice run on Friday. I'm gonna zoom this out. This is just one of the two different types of moving averages that I look at. Let me see if I can find the other one. What is this one? A little unprepared for this, but basically, I mean, right now it looks like a good shorting opportunity, at least for short term. Let's see what I got here. Which one of these? Let's see. Is it this one? Oh no, this one. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so this is the hourly other one that I look at. Okay, so going way back here, after we had nice two good downward channels, whenever these moving averages make a nice gap, it's something to look at. The red lines are always good for bounce. And actually any time frame, if I look at different time frames and move this down. Yeah. The reason I like these moving averages is they give you do get a reaction off of them. And what I find interesting is that even though there's news out, these moving averages still factor out to just that's where orders are sitting. Levels of supply and demand also play a big role. And like here, I've talked about this part here where these moving averages got really constricted or close together, and we were pushing up against it, and we finally just shot right through it, and then continued, slowed down and then continued higher. We had a contract change here. We've talked about that too before. And we fell all the way down back at the reds, and we got a little bounce. Then got rejected at the yellows. Came back down here to these moving averages. Made a nice inverse head and shoulders. Pushed into the Brexit. Everything's gonna be fine, and then we tanked. Obviously. I'm sure everybody knows what the chart looks like. I'm just saying that these moving averages that I like to follow really give me a great perspective on what the market's doing. And right now we're after Brexit, we had a little trouble here, but we were very bullish and strong. Pushed through the whole reds and the yellows, and right now they're sitting together here as great support. So I guess we'll see what happens. But as you see, we did start pulling back right at the end of the day at 21.25. I know like a month ago I was saying 21.25 is is a level of to look at to get a short out of, and every time we get up there, we get a pullback. So if you're scalping it, um, it's the range we're in right now. We're still sideways. Um, who knows? Could be another year. We got elections coming up. Could be who knows how long until we actually go make new highs. It's not necessarily going to happen this coming up week. It'd be great if it did. It's good for the markets, especially with all the turmoil in the world, other world markets, Europe and China being kind of uncertain. Where's the money going to flow? That's what Johnny says too. Is hey, the money is going to flow into the markets. I just talked to one of my clients who I do work for. He works for Fidelity, and he's very bullish on the markets just for that reason, because investors want to invest. Where they're going to invest in the strongest market in the world, which is the U.S. So, anyways, just wanted to show you what I'm talking about as far as these moving averages go. Um, I know I have a lot going on these charts, and I need to. I'm actually planning on making some other setups for the stochastics too, because I really like hourly divergences for bigger pivot points. And when we do get to extremes, it's always good to um, put on 2, 3 contracts, take a couple off, and then just leave a runner. Just let it sit there. Put a couple point stop if you get in at a good point, and just let it run, and you never know. I'm currently short to markets, but I've taken a lot of heat already. It doesn't really matter because it's such a small account. It's really just sitting there. That's money that you know I don't rely on, and that's what you should trade with. Is just have some money for trading, and if you lose it, you lose it type of idea. You're not relying on the markets to make the money. Of course, the bigger traders, they know what they're doing. But anyways, yeah. So I just want to make a little video showing that daily again. Let's see. This is a daily one here. I think this is the one. Yeah. So actually, wow, this one. Somehow they fluctuate a little bit on different charts, but this one's actually showing me. Let's see, let's zoom in here. This one, these lines have finally made it. These moving averages have actually made it up to right at the all-time highs, which we're right off of. So we might get a little more push right there. Let's test it out. Let's test that all-time high and see what happens. It's going to be an interesting week for sure. But yeah, thanks everybody. Well, everybody. No one really watches my videos anyways, don't matter, but hey, who knows?